What's going on, guys? Britta here, and we're back with the Free Code Camps registration form project. We did exercises 1 through 22 last episode, so we're going to go ahead and get started on some more. With type password, you can use the pattern attribute to define a regular expression that the password must match to be considered valid. Add a pattern attribute to the password input element to require the input match A through Z, 0 through 5, 8 characters. The above is a regular expression which matches 8 or more lowercase characters, letters, or digits, 0 to 5. Then remove the min-length attribute and try it out. So for password, we're going to remove this and we're going to do pattern attribute. And we do A through Z, 0 through 5, and then 8. You should give the password input element a pattern attribute. Okay, so this does need to be pattern equals, and then we need to do that. All right. Let us go to the next part of the registration form. This section will ask for the type of account the user is opening and will confirm the user has read the terms and conditions. Start by adding 3 label elements. So label, 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 and need to close those. Okay. Users will be allowed to choose either a personal or a business account. To do this within each of the first 2 label elements, add input element with the type radio. So we're going to do input, input type radio. There we go. And you see we got the radio buttons here. For the terms and conditions, add an input with a type checkbox. So input type checkbox, and close that guy. You should add a required attribute to the input elements. Okay, required. Sorry. Make this input element required, so only that one. So why would these have slashes in it then? Checkbox required. There we go. Within each corresponding label element, and immediately after the input element, add a space and add the following text. So input element, we're going to do personal account. Here we're going to do business account, and here we're going to do I accept the terms and conditions. Alright, you only want one radio input to be selectable at a time. However, the form does not know the radio inputs are related, and you can see we can click on both. To relate the radio inputs, give them the same name attribute with the value of account type. So input type radio, we're going to put name equals account type, right? And then we need to do the same thing for this radio button. So we're going to do name equals account type. Now it's not possible to select both. Follow accessibility best practices by linking the input elements and the label elements in the second field set. Use personal account, business account in terms of conditions as values for the respective ID attributes. So what we want to do is do label for oh no, we need to do the input elements, input ID, personal account, input ID, business account, and then this one needs to be ID, terms and conditions. Okay. The first label should have a for attribute. Wait, okay, so label for personal account. Yeah. For business account. Label for terms and conditions. If I could spell business, that would have been right. Okay. To finish this field set off, link the terms and conditions in the third label to the following location. So in the third label, label 4, new/terms of service. That's not right. You should only wrap the A element around the text terms and conditions. Got it. Let's copy this. Let's actually cut that. Equals. We want to close that. And then, oh snap, we gotta delete this. Terms and conditions slash, no, we need to close it here. Something ain't right. I accept the AHRF terms and conditions. What am I doing wrong here? Let's close the label. A terms and conditions. Slash A maybe because there's a space in there. That's what it was. Dang. Alright, moving on to the final field set. What if you wanted to allow a user to upload a profile picture? Well, the input type file allows just that. Add a label. So let's add a label with the text, upload a profile picture, lowercase, and nest an input accepting a file upload. So we're going to do input file input type equals file. There we go. Alright, add another label after the first. So here, with the text, input your age, years. Then nest an input with the type, input type, number. Add a min attribute to the input of 13 because users under the age of 13 should not register. Also, users will probably not be over the age of 20, so add a max 120. Okay. You should give the label the text input your age. Is that space the issue? Yes. Alright, adding a drop down to the form is easy with the select element. The select element is a container for a group of option elements, and the option element acts as a label for each drop down option. Both elements require closing tags. Start by adding a select element below the two label elements. So we're going to add a select element, then nest, so /select, then nest 5 option elements within the select element. So I'm going to do option /option, and they want 5 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Nest the select element with its option elements within a label element. Nest the select element with its option elements within a label element with the text, how did you hear about us? So the text should come before the select element. So we want to do label element with the text, how did you hear about us? And then /label. Okay. The drop-down options are currently empty. To give them content, add the following text to each subsequent option element. So we're going to do select 1 as the first option. Free Code Camp News as the second option. Free Code Camp YouTube channel as the third option. Forum as the fourth, and other as the fifth. Okay, submitting the form with an option selected would not send a useful value to the server. As such, each option needs to be given a value attribute, without which the text content of the option will be submitted to the server. Give the first option a value of, and the subsequent options values 1 through 4, because we don't want them to select the first one, I think. That's why that's like that. So this one's going to be 1. And let's just copy this here and paste. And change this to 2. 3, and 4. Okay. The text area element acts like an input element of type text, but comes with the added benefit of being able to receive multi-line text and an initial number of text rows and columns. Users will be able to register with a bio, add a label with the text, provide a bio at the end of the field set. Add a text area element, so at the end of the field set. So here, we're going to add a label, provide a bio, add a text area element, text area, note that text area requires a closing tag, which we did. You should nest a text area element within the label. Okay, so cut this and paste that here. There we go. Okay, link the applicable form elements and their label elements together. Use profile picture, age, refer, and bio as values for the respective ID attributes. So link the applicable form elements and their label elements. Form elements. Okay, so where's the upload a picture? Label for profile picture, input type, input ID, profile picture, I think that's right. The second input should have an ID of age. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, label for age, input ID, age. How did you hear about us? Label for, refer, and then how do I do this here? So label for option value. Where's the input? Select ID. I don't know if this is right. Refer and bio for bio. Text area ID equals bio. Let's see if that did it. Awesome. Okay. Step 39. The text area appears too small. To give it an initial size, you can add the rows and calls attribute. Add an initial size of 3 rows and 30 columns. So we're here in the text area. We got the bio. We're going to add rows equals to 3 and calls equals to 30. And it got bigger. Okay. To give campers an idea of what to put in their bio, the placeholder attribute is used. The placeholder accepts the text value, which is displayed until the user starts typing. Give the text area a placeholder of I like coding on the beach, ... And you see it popped up there. That's awesome. Alright guys, check your code. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. So we did 23 through 40 in this video, and we will continue on in the next video, but I thank you guys for hanging out, and we will see you on the next one. Goodbye!